Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Simple Learning Tips. So I'm really sorry for not posting for the past 2 months. It was because of some personal issues. So without much further ado, let's move on to today's topic, that is knowledge management. So in this video, we'll be covering definition of knowledge management, types of knowledge management process, and importance of knowledge management in today's world, because we'll not be covering organizational perspectives because I felt that it was kind of repetitive. Okay. So let's move on to the definition. So here I have included, there are a lot of definitions, okay, a lot of definitions by a lot of people. So I thought rather than including one person definition, I'll give you a broad perspective which I found from net. So that is knowledge management is the process by which an enterprise gathers, organizes, shares, and analyzes its knowledge in a way that is easily accessible to the employees. This knowledge includes technical resources, frequently asked questions, training documents, and people skills. So basically, I just want to say that knowledge management means a systematic approach. Now, why a systematic approach is required? Because you need to capture the knowledge and you need to store the knowledge. And why? Because to ensure that, the organization base, knowledge base is fully utilized. And it is not that, you're using only the organizational resources. You have to combine it with individual skills, competencies, their potential, their thoughts, their inspirations, their ideas, innovations, so that, combine together. That is, you have organization knowledge base and you have individual potential. Okay, so all this combined together will create a more efficient and effective organization. So that is basically the purpose of knowledge management. Now it is not enough that you are only capturing, storing, and you are combining everything. The knowledge that you have, you should put into actionable force. Otherwise it is of no use, right? See, a simple example is that you're watching this video, okay, and you get information but you are not writing that in your exam, then this whole knowledge is of no use, right? You have to use that. So whatever knowledge has been gained by the organization as well as the individual, it should be put into action. Okay, so some people, they say that knowledge management is often considered as save it, it may prove useful sometimes in the future. A simple example, you're watching this channel because you might have searched the term knowledge management, right? You're watching this video, okay, you felt, okay, this is a good video, and you don't have any exam right now, you just have an assignment. So you think that, okay, for exam, I need to do revision. So I'll save this video or I'll subscribe to this channel so that, in future, when exam will come, I can get back to this channel and I can, go through the video again so that it will be useful. So that is basically simple knowledge management, not only in organization perspective, an individual perspective also. Knowledge is everywhere, and now with this internet, boom and everything, everything you want to find, it is available in your fingertips, literally in your fingertips. It's really fascinating, right? So some examples that I want to give about knowledge management is, see, FAQs are there, right? Knowledge management system, if you see, FAQs are there, webinars are there, training programs are there, case studies are there. For example, FAQ, see, I'm just simplifying it, okay? Please don't quote in your exam or in your assignment. This is just purely for your understanding. FAQ. If you go to Amazon, there is an FAQ session. You want to buy a product and you want to see the review. Reviews are fine. Suppose you want to, I recently purchased string light and you want to find out whether it is battery operated or whether it is, that USB cable, or whether it is, electricity oriented. So you read the instructions and everything, but still it is not clear. But if you go to that FAQ session, it will be mentioned clearly if it is AAA batteries, or if it is USB, or if it is the electrically charged, or if it is using your reusable batteries. So this FAQ provides that knowledge that is required. Okay, so that is what knowledge management system. It is really powerful, and it is up to us and on a broader perspective, and up to organization, how they are using the organization, how they are using this knowledge. One of the most of the companies, when they did a survey, they claim that they only use 20 percentage of the knowledge that is available to us. Even your friends, your brother, sister, or anyone. See, nowadays social media is there, and all these search engines, everything is available. But how many of you are actually using it for your knowledge? For example, Netflix is there. Okay, in Netflix, even I am also guilty of binge watching the series and shows, and movies and everything. But in Netflix, there are amazing documentaries which you could watch, and your life can be changed because of the documentaries. Okay, so some people, I mean, you have that knowledge now. It is really up to you how you are using it. If you watch that documentaries, if you watch these kind of educational YouTube videos instead of binge watching or scrolling through Instagram, you will get benefit out of that, right? You are growing. So that is what knowledge management in simple terms. It is how we use and how we are putting it into action. Now, moving on to the next topic, that is types of knowledge management. So there are two types, tacit and explicit knowledge. Now, before moving on to this types of knowledge, like I said, it depends on you how you're using that knowledge. So if anybody is preparing for university-based exams, or multiple choice questions for any kind of HR related, specifically HR related, I created a PDF, and that set is available below. Or if you are not able to download it, it is for very very reasonable price. So if you are unable to download it, or if any issues there, you can mail me. Mail ID is also given down below, or you can even DM me in my Instagram. You can check out the whole video. Links are provided below. Just go through it. If you find it useful for yourself or your friends or your brother, sister, anybody, please suggest it to them so that it is useful for them. So, tacit knowledge based on experience and practice, that is tacit knowledge. It basically means what a person knows. Okay, see, while repairing a car, you go to mechanic, okay, and the mechanic knows a lot of things. There can be a chance that he has done mechanical engineer or engineering, or he has done any kind of diploma in mechanical engineer, specifically to car related, vehicle related, anything like that. Maybe he has not done anything of that sorts. He don't have that educational or anything, or maybe everything what he knows came from experience. Okay, so that is all in his head. So when this knowledge, how you can extract that knowledge, you go and you talk to him. He will say some things, some technical things, it's very difficult for us to understand, right? Unless until the person actually records it, or somewhere he writes it down in simple terms, then only it will be available, that knowledge will be available. That is tacit. That is the knowledge that a person has because of his experience, practice, and that is all in his head. And to extract that, really the person, the individual, has to write it down or record it somewhere in the database digitally, something, so that it can be transferred to others. Explicit, that is just the opposite. That is, it is available everywhere, through books, through case studies, through digital databases, audios, videos, any kind of records, through files, folders. It is all documented properly so that it is readily available for usage. So that is explicit knowledge. Now the last one, knowledge management process. Now in knowledge management process, what do we have? First one, knowledge gathering. So see, this is very very simple. That is why I'm going fast. If there is any doubt, please let me know in the comment section for this video. So knowledge management means how your knowledge gathering means how you are gathering the information. Okay, you try and collect data from all sorts of resources. Okay, and you search for information, like I said, simple example, you got this video through search, right? Maybe your friends might have suggested you, or maybe you yourself went and searched in YouTube, Google, anywhere. So that is what knowledge gathering. Okay, you are gathering the resources, you are gathering the knowledge, you're collecting the information, you're collecting the resource. Next one, knowledge storage and organization. Now, this is the process how you are going to store, obviously, so that like I said, like I have mentioned here, this question set is available. So I have provided the links in the description box so that it is readily available for usage. If you go to your textbook or if you read any kind of online material, sometimes in below that there will be a lot of links for various other books that you can refer. Okay, so that is how your storage, you're storing the information, and also how you're organizing it. Okay, that is also very important, so that the other person may find it very useful. Okay, you have completed this book, next you can go to another book. This is given in the references. This is, I think it's called bibliography or something like that, where in your research project, when you're doing that bibliography thing, you will have to give references. You can just copy paste the resources that you got and you just insert it, so that when future somebody else is referring that research work, it will be very useful for them. Next one, knowledge distribution. Now this means how this knowledge is accessible to them. Like I have some knowledge, I have collected some knowledge about this topic, so what my way of conveying the knowledge to others is through this video. Okay, so it can be through FAQs, webinars, training, anything like that. Okay, knowledge use. Now once the information is received by the user, now it is up to the user how you are putting it into action. Okay, how you are using it for your benefit. So this is the whole knowledge management process. Next one, importance of knowledge management in today's world. So first one is globalization of business. Now, now we know that when you're working in a corporate organization, or even if you are in a college, that, the students there will not be restricted only to that particular area. There will be multilingual, multicultural students in your class, or even when you go to organization. It is actually, not only Indians will be working, people from other countries will come and work with you. Okay, so that is why knowledge management is very, very important in this era. Next one, leaner organization. And this means that everything is very fast. Everything is very quick. This Zoom company was only some small building, something like that, when this pandemic happened and everything, they started blooming, and all these things had to be arranged. So we are working fast. Okay, we are working smarter, so we cannot slow down in this process. So the knowledge should be so compact, so easily available, that it can be transferred and we can use it for our benefit. Next is corporate amnesia. Now this, why I have included this term is, it was there in that book. So this means that nowadays it's not necessary that people are sticking to one company for their entire lifetime, right? The main resources, the employees, they get, when they are getting better opportunity, they jump to another corporate. So what happened, you are lacking that particular resource. Okay, so in order to compensate for that, all these things to be transferred properly to other person. Otherwise, just imagine a company has hired an employee, has given all the sorts of training and everything, and he is groomed well, and he has moved to other company. That is okay, but whatever training or whatever expertise he was, that should be transferred to another person. That is, knowledge transfer should be done. Okay, so next one is technological advances. Like, say, these things are very common. Nowadays everything is available at ready fingerprint. So the knowledge resources is also vast, wide, and also as an organization, as an individual, you should be readily, you should know all the techniques and terms and everything, where to find them, how to use it. All these things are important. Okay, otherwise what you will know, there is a phenomenon, I'm sure you all might have heard, boiled frog phenomena. You will not be able to survive if you leave 20 years. I mean, as an organization, if you live 20 years back, there is no way you will be surviving in this competitive technological advances world. So with that, I'm going to wind up with this video. So I hope you understood what is knowledge management. If you have any doubts, please mention in the description box. And also, if you want me to discuss any other topics, please mention that also in the comment section below. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This will definitely help me to add more content. And check out for that university-based questions. That will be, I'm sure, it will be very, very useful to you. And it is specifically related to HR. Also, the multiple choice questions. Please check out that also. It will be helpful. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.